Last quarter, Palantir grew revenue 68%. Its net profit margin is 44%, and the stock is down 41% from its high. All three of those are true at the same time right now. That combination is the entire argument. Palantir closed Friday at $123. Its all-time high was $207.52. It is currently sitting about 15% above its 52-week low. Earlier this month, the stock jumped over 9% in a single session, on three pieces of news landing at once. An NVIDIA partnership to run AI models inside secure government systems, confirmation that Palantir's Foundry platform will support the US Army's NGC-2 modernization program, and a disclosure that short seller Michael Burry had trimmed his position against the stock. Then it drifted straight back down. That has been the pattern. All year, sharp moves, no resolution. Start with what isn't disputed. In its most recent quarter, Palantir reported revenue growth of 67.7% year over year. Earnings grew 287%. Free cash flow grew 486%. Billings hit $1.7 billion. Total contract value bookings reached $2.8 billion. On the Rule of 40, a software benchmark that simply adds growth rate to profit margin, Palantir scored 114. 40 is considered strong. Now the part that is disputed, the price. Palantir currently trades at about 128 times trailing earnings. The S&P 500 average sits near 24. On sales, it trades at roughly 54 times revenue. And here is the detail that makes this hard to argue about. That 128 multiple is lower than it was a few months ago. Not because the company got worse, but because two things moved at the same time. Earnings kept climbing, and the share price fell. A stock can become statistically cheaper, while its chart gets uglier. Both of those happened here simultaneously. Analysts are split, and they are split using the same data. One side points at 68% growth and 44% margins, and argues the multiple reflects a business compounding unusually fast. The other side points at the multiple itself, and argues it leaves no room for a single disappointing quarter. Same numbers, opposite conclusions. The next data point arrives August 3rd, when Palantir reports second quarter results. This is what happens to any stock that stops being a company and becomes a story. Once a name gets welded to a narrative, artificial intelligence, government contracts, a founder people either admire or distrust, the price stops functioning as a price. It becomes a scoreboard for an argument. And when that happens, most investors quietly stop asking what is this business worth and start asking what does it say about me if I'm wrong. That second question is much harder to answer honestly about a position you already own. Palantir isn't unusual in this. It is just the clearest current example. The pattern shows up in every crowded, argued-over stock, conviction that grows stronger the more the price disagrees with you, which is worth sitting with for a second. Not whether Palantir is expensive or cheap, but whether your own view of it has actually changed because of new information, or just because of how long you have been holding it. That distinction is almost impossible to see from memory. It is exactly what Whisper was built to show you. Whisper.live.